Monday, and I'm travelling down to my doctor's appointments at the southern end of Lincolnshire. Tomorrow I'll be working with my friend Kev Skeef down in Sleaford, and he'll have plenty of work for me for the next 2 days. He'll probably half kill me. He usually does, but that's friendship for you, and that's what happened. Anyhow, so I've been thinking over the weekend, and I wanted to think more about how I'm doing this channel. I wanted to make sure you knew how I mean. I don't want it to be just like and shares. The more I think about it, the more I recently had a health scare, and I'm aware that my life on the tools is limited. I've been lucky if I've got 5-10 years left on the tools. I'm aware that I'm slowing down. I'm aware the other day when we was doing them carpets with Pete, lifting the carpets was so hard work. I really, the health scare I've had has meant that my strength has gone. It's gone. I've gone from being a 22.5 stone lump to about 13 stone at last weigh-in. I had got down to 12, but that was because of the health scare. I'm now at 30. I'm back up to 13 stone, but physically I am not the man I was. And one day I will go into that when I've got more in tune to what I want to do with my life, knowing that's my future. So I won't broach that too much with you now. I don't want to be dismal. I want to be excited. And I'm good at making loads of mistakes. I've had a quiet weekend. Sunday morning I was doing some ceramic tiles for a friend, and I'll put them pictures on for you to have a look at. They wanted some tiles put in a porchway. I had to level the floor up. I did that a few weeks ago just to make sure, because there was no real products that would work externally with the frost and the heat and everything. So we had a real problem trying to find a product that would work. And I went to a go-to. I've looked at all the different products, and I went to a go-to being Ardex. I do love Ardex products, and this is not me promoting, but I like Ardex products. So I've used one of theirs, and it's worked. I've put some ceramic tiles in, and I've made this nice front porch bit in their house, which they fell in love with. I don't like doing ceramic tiles. I feel like I look like a builder after I've done it. Dust everywhere. But that's how it is, isn't it? So, take the time to reflect when I was doing them tiles and thinking about how I'm going to, with this channel, to go forward. I'm learning everything. I am an idiot. I have come into this as an idiot, no idea what to do, and I'm taught AI. And I get it from my niece, and my son will turn around and say, AI, and AI is taking over the world and stuff. It might be. But with limited time left on my tools, on my knees, I've got to do something that I can adjust to my life for my future. And I'm chat with ChatGPT and talking about my health concerns and everything else. It's come up with some options, and that's where I think I'd like to go. So this channel is not about just likes and shares. I'm not looking for content that will grow numbers fast. The truth is, I have 35 years plus of knowledge and experience. 35 years of my trade. Before that, I was a chef, and I royally cocked that one up. And I will go into that, and I'll explain that one to you. But I messed my first career up. I bounced from one job to another over the summer after that, thinking I can do jobs for different factories and gang work and everything, and I ruined my life. I ended up walking into a carpet shop with my mum, and old Les was in there with John Williams, and Les, my mum said, "Can I borrow your son?" She said, "Keep it." Around the back, I didn't I picked this carpet up with him around the back of the shop, chucked it in the back of his van with him, and he said, "Do you need a job?" I said, "I could do one." He says, "What? How many feet in it. How many inches in a yard? So I haven't got a clue, mate. Did that. I thought at school I was rubbish. He says, be at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, don't be late. And that was it, that's how I got the job. So I turned up the next morning and I ended up doing 9.5 years on and off. So you fall out. But 9.5 years I worked alongside Les. And he even helped train my very first apprentice, Norm. That was in that 9.5 years. So before we lost him to emphysema. So I'm not here to go likes and shares and show people how to lay a floor. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use the fact that I have health issues to slowly come off my tools, but I'm going to share the things I've learned over 35 years. I'm going to use stories of things I've done wrong, the stupid mistakes I've made, some of the blessings I've done, some of the great things, the bad things, the stupidity. I'll go back to stupidity again. Everything I've learned, everything I've done, I'm going to pass on. I've tried passing on to apprentices, and I'll tell you now that apprentices don't want the work. They don't want to work like that. They think AI is the future. I think AI can help us with the future, but I don't think AI is the future. I think it can help me promote myself. It can probably share my information better than I can. And I'm going to do that behind the scenes. I'm going to use ChatGPT. I'm going to use AI. I'm going to talk about my past. I'm going to listen to what it says. Because half the time, I think I'm an idiot. And when I talk to it, it sometimes convinces me that I'm not. Sometimes it convinces me that what I am saying is of value to somebody else. And that's what the channel's about. I'm not sure if I'm valuable to somebody else. I'm not sure if you're going to like what I've got to say. I'm not sure if you're going to love or hate it. And I'm not here for that. I'm here to share my experiences for you to take on board what I've learned. And I'll tell you what I would say to myself if I was to sit down with a group and talk to the 20-year-old, the 19-year-old boy who was, from the 54-year-old man I am. I'm not sure I want that advice. I'm not even sure if I'm ready to hear my own advice. I hope, in some way or another, that my advice and my conversations and my stupid little rants and raves and whatever that come online somehow either inspire you, whether it's trading related or whether you can take what I've learned and use it in another trade, whether you're similar age to me and you can relate to the idiot stupid mistakes, whether you can consider this Gen X and the stupid way we did things as Gen Xers is believable and endearing in any way. And for that, I'm going to share this onto YouTube. I'm going to let you look, listen. I'm just going to continue to post things up, put little shorts on and just keep doing it. And I'll be sharing. I'm going to try and do a content every Sunday. I'm going to try and do a proper video every Sunday. And I'm going to try and use AI to create the title sequence, the end sequence, all the bits I've got to do. But bearing in mind, I'm an idiot. And this isn't going to work the way I think it's going to work. And I have no doubt you're going to put shares, like share the pages, hopefully. And you're going to have comments to say that you've done that wrong. Please do. But if you're going to tell me I've done it wrong, please tell me I got to get it right. Or better still, if you're a van lifer or you're a floor layer who's got a camper van and you're going to one of these festivals somewhere, let's meet up. Let's have a pint. Let's get the laptop out. You show me what I've got wrong. And maybe there's something in your life you're doing that I might have enough experience to show you something as well. Who knows? From one idiot to another.